What's happening, people, and welcome back to my channel. So I made a video not too long ago speaking about is plumbing worth it, and I thought I'd just do a little update because I have been working for the last 7 months straight. So every day I've been working, and that's why I haven't really been making a lot of content and stuff like that, but I'm back to obviously speak about it. I'm going to speak about, like, is it worth it? Like, all of these things are going to come into it. So this is going to be a nice little sit down video, something for you to digest. So 7 months of working, is it really worth it as a plumber? I can definitely say it is worth it because it matters to the number what you're asking for, right? So there's a magic number for everyone, innit? So I've heard people say it before. They say the magic number is £500 a day, innit? Let's be honest, innit? That's not achievable for everybody, innit? We have to think about things which are really achievable, innit? £500 is a lot of money for people to be making from a trade per day, innit? Because me personally, I would say sometimes that £500 is quantified by the amount of work which you actually do. So it might not be the amount, innit? Do you get what I mean? Now we're talking, innit? Or if that's your rate, that's your rate. And that, to keep a constant rate, is quite expensive as well. But I'm not trying to say it can't be pulled off. I'm just trying to say that it could be expensive. But where there's a will, there's definitely a way, in it. And I wouldn't say that it's impossible, because there are some people who are definitely probably doing it, but they're definitely not going to talk about it. That's the thing, innit? So I'm going to talk about what I've been through. So working 7 days a week, is not easy. First things first, it's not easy. You don't have any social life. You don't have any time to do other things. So I had a kind of like a goal, what I wanted to get to. And I said, once I got to that goal, whether it's saving money, paying bills, or getting things which I wanted to improve maybe my content, or just to improve the aesthetics of the channel, or just to reinvest within myself, I knew how much that would take. So I thought to myself, you know what? I've got to get working. So as I got working, I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to get the things which I wanted in the time frame which I wanted as well. So I'd be able to use them and get the best out of them. So one of my purchases is one of the cameras which I'm using at the moment. I wanted a new camera, and I thought I needed something which made me look super crispy when I put up YouTube videos, because I think that is very important, you know, good sound and quality of video. So hence why we've got a new something to record it on. That's that. Right, the work was tedious because I managed to go to somewhere where people haven't been doing any work. There's a lot of maintenance places out there which are like that, because the deals what they're offering as sign up to my company is definitely not worth it. So you make more money, which I done, which was working on an agency, and it just works out for me, innit? Because it's less stress, and we don't have to go back and forward about anything, innit? Because it's quite a forward relationship, innit? It's like, are you working or are you not working, innit? Yes, I am working. Yes, I'm going to be paid every week. Or yes, you're not going to be working and you're not going to be paid for the days where you don't work. So we don't have any grey areas. And obviously over time, what happened is I became obviously more reliable to them. So therefore they needed to use me more and more. And you get to know the building, you get to know the things which goes on inside that building, and you just master it for yourself, really. You just try and make every day easier for yourself. That was my whole ethos about it. And don't get me wrong, I went out and enjoyed myself. I had to. I don't live like that where I'm not going to enjoy the fruits of my labour. So I made sure I done that, because you would have missed the whole of the summer and missed certain seasons. What's the point? Go out, enjoy yourself, have fun, spend a bit of your money, but save a bit too. Like I said, my whole point of doing this whole thing was so I can save, scale up, and add different things into my life so I can, you know, just live more comfortably. That was the whole point. I know that most people wouldn't be able to do something like that, because one, it's a lot of time, and if you've got kids, it's not really going to happen, because you just don't see anybody, and again, it distracts you from life. But at the same time, my attraction towards it is going to be the end goal. The end goal is the things I'm going to get from it. And I call that the new mode of like locking in, because if you lock into the things what you want, yeah, you will get them. You know, like I wanted certain things so I could progress within my own life, and I made sure I locked in. I didn't do anything else but lock in. And that whole going through the process, not being out, having to work, wake up early, go to bed, I felt like I was in a cycle of that. Like just going to bed, work, going to bed, work, going to bed, work. But it was all for a good cause, innit? And when something's for a good cause, you can only understand what the attraction or what the motion, what you're going to get off of that is going to be. So my emotion, which I've got off of this now, has obviously took me to a next height, but I'm going to keep going because I know that it was worth it, and I know that there's still money to make out there. So what I would say is there is a lot of money to make out there. It's about finding yourself in the right position, whether it be them needing you, because that's the whole point. If somebody needs you, they're going to pay you the premium what you want. And that premium has to be a number which you're okay with. You know, like, I don't want to talk numbers because I think numbers is boring, isn't it? At the end of the day, everybody's individual number is very different, isn't it? There's a man that will do a job for £20, and there's a man that will do a job for £200. It's probably the same job, but this person requires this and that person requires that. They're going to say it's for my experience, it's going to be for my qualifications, but it's also going to bring what I bring towards the job. So there's a lot of things to add up into that equation, but never let these other people or individuals devalue you for your skill, your time set, and how you conduct yourself during these situations, whether it might be contracts or work. But one thing I've learned this year is definitely don't ever sign up to any of these places, because there's no point. There's too much money to be made out there. There's always places which are looking for people, and the salaries, like I said to you, they're not great, but it's where you make the money is through the agency to be able to make a decent amount of money. And I can honestly say that I've done it this year. So it is definitely doable. It's not doable. Obviously, people are going to say in the comment section, "Yo, you know, you don't have any security with this and with that." But if you've aligned yourself with your own business, you're still doing your own things and stuff like that, it's not too much to rely on at the end of the day. And again, you just want a process which works easy for you. I'm just into an easy process to me. Like, I'd rather be paid as many times as I can than be paid like 12 times. That's not really working for me. I've done that before earlier on this year. It wasn't for me. I signed up to a company. It slowed me down in a way where I signed disclosures, yeah, with the company. So I wasn't allowed to talk about the things what I'd seen, done. And this was in a high-end place, which was for billionaires. I've spoken about it before. It was for billionaires in Chelsea. But I'm not going to speak about it now. But that hindered my career so much within the things which I had planned, but also the things which I wanted to do as well. But I had to step back because, again, when you're at a minus when it comes to your money, or minus when it comes to things coming in, what you expected, you need to figure out and do some maths and think about how you're going to sort this out. And I didn't want to keep on doing that, you know, like I want to reinvest within myself, because I know that that is very powerful. You know, people won't always tell you to go and do a course or go and do something for yourself. But the minute you start doing that, you'll definitely start seeing some change within yourself, but also within the people around you, innit? Because you're being serious by your actions, innit? And I like my actions to speak louder than my words, and I like to get it done instead of talking about it. That's why I've made this video after I had done the whole 7 months and worked, and said to myself, you know what, you can make money, it is possible, but you just need this magic number. And the magic number is always up to you. So I think if you're clearing like 1,500, yeah, to £2,000 a week, yeah, you're in a really good spot. And if you're working 7 days for it, it's a good spot, but you want to be in the 5 days for it. The 5 days for it. At least 15 going up to £2,000. That's a good spot to be in. And then you've still got your weekends for yourself. And that's really important as well, you know, because we work as tradespeople, but we don't think about our mental health, but also our time for ourselves, innit? So you always must make time for yourselves, make yourself a little hobby. I've always managed to keep up some part of my hobby, which is me going to the gym. I'm going to share some more of that content on this channel as well, so make sure you look out for that. But I wanted to just catch up with you guys and just let you know that there is definitely a lot of money to be made out there. You can make it. And let's just hope that I just keep on making it as well, because working hard is not easy, and there is not a lot of people that want to work hard or specifically pride themselves on being passionate about their work and stuff like that. And I've always kind of fell down that passionate road about what I do, because I want to do a good job. So you want to do it properly. Hence why sometimes I do some videos, tell some people about some stuff, what I'm doing, because again, people can add to how I know how to do it, or make it even better or quicker or a more efficient way how to do something. Workflow is very important to me, because time is always going to be money, isn't it? And that 7 months was a lot of time, but it was money and effort well spent. That's one thing which I definitely will say. So time and effort, Lee, it was a lot. It was a lot. When I look back, there was times when I said to myself, I don't really want to do this, but I've had to carry on going, because I've realised that some of the stuff which I've started, and I can't stop halfway, but I need to make sure that I have a break as well, because that is important. Have a break, take a breather, enjoy time with your family. Christmas time's coming up, and go hard for a period, man. Say to yourself that I'm going to go hard for a period, and I'm going to see how it turns out. I'm not going to turn up as much as I was on social media. I'm going to concentrate on my grind and my hustle, which is my trade at the end of the day, which is being a plumber. My name is Mr. London Plumber. If you enjoyed this type of content, make sure you like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you on the other side. Let's get it.